What's up, everybody? We're back again. Pretty nice day down here in Tuscaloosa. It's like 75, I think, today. No rain. So I said I'm gonna come out and ride. I got a story I gotta tell you guys in an upcoming video. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be the next video I release or the one after that. But man, this story is so fucking annoying, dude. It pisses me off so much. And it's a lengthy story, so I'm gonna upload it a little bit later. But this story, it is so fucking, it's such bullshit. This story is complete bullshit. And the people that I worked with fucking could not be more unprofessional. But that'll be coming to you guys in a later video. For now, I want to talk about something different. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about not necessarily new riders, but when you're starting out riding within your limits. If you're a new rider, or you're first starting out, or maybe you rode dirt and haven't rode street before, it's really important. One of the most important things, actually, is to ride within your limits. I can't stress that enough, and other people can attest to this. You just got to ride within your limits. Because if you don't, that's how accidents are going to happen. Kemp's Famous Barbecue. If it was that famous, it wouldn't have been out of business. So some people don't know whether to start on a 250, 600, because the big risk factor is you don't want to start on a bike that has too much power for you. It's just going to lead to problems. I started on a 600 and I did fine. I eased myself into it and I drove within my limits, and that's exactly why I was able to successfully start on a 600. And I think that's really, really important. So what I did is I made sure I rode within my limits, because when I took my motorcycle safety course, they just drilled it in your heads. They kept stressing it and stressing it and stressing it. So I bought the 600, and at first I was like even intimidated to sit on it. I was all worried it was gonna be too big for me, it was too much power. So I was even afraid to sit on it, let alone ride it. So I started out with doing this. I eased my way into it through different levels. I started out by familiarizing myself with the bike itself, which is very important. You need to know your bike. I can't stress that one enough either. The more you know your bike, the more comfortable you'll be on it, and the less likely you are to get in an accident or something like that. So know your bike. Once I was pretty familiar with my bike, I started riding around in only my development, not just my cul-de-sac, but back home I started only riding around in my neighborhood. So different roads I would drive in, I would drive down roads out the other way. I would drive in cul-de-sacs and stuff. I would drive to the park. You don't have to go on any main roads though, it's all back roads in my neighborhood. So I did that over and over and over until I felt comfortable. I was in that comfort zone, and then I stepped it up one more notch. I started crossing major streets, would go to different parking lots. So I would just take smaller streets, right? I kept doing that until I was again comfortable. And I wasn't during this whole time, I was never riding outside my limits. I was working step by step, getting more comfortable in every stage, and then I would just move up to something more challenging. So eventually I worked my way up to the main roads, and then the main roads to highways, and then the highways to pretty much everything. But that's what you got to do. You got to work your way up just step by step until you're comfortable with each step. While I was doing that, I never rode out of my comfort zone. I never took turns quicker than I wanted to. I never came to stops quicker than I wanted to. I made sure everything I was doing was in my comfort zone, which is so, so important. I don't know what he was riding. Looked like another ZZR, or maybe an old ZX6R, early 2000s, I don't know. Anyway, and then I came down here and started, I had never ridden twisties before. I came down here, and the group of motorcyclists that I ride with now, they introduced me to twisties. And that's even more important, is riding within your comfort zone on turns and stuff like that. Because they've been riding for years and years. So if I just hopped up and did the same shit that they did, I'd be taking turns way quicker than I was comfortable with. Don't be ashamed. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Just as long as you're getting better, that's all that matters. They shouldn't care. I told the people I rode with, I said, hey, I'm new to the twisties. I'm not really good at that shit. I'm gonna be in the back. Don't wait up for me. I'll catch up eventually. I took it at a slower pace, much slower pace, that I was comfortable with. See, like I said, riding your comfort zone. Not a lot of people are comfortable with going 120 miles an hour or whatever the fuck I was doing. But anyway, so I was riding these twisties with these guys, but I just sat in the back. I did my own thing. I caught up to them eventually, and they were supportive. You know, they weren't like, oh, this kid's a pussy. They were supportive. They're like, okay, no worries, dude. We understand you're new to riding. I even asked them for some tips. They gave me little tips here and there of shit that would help me out. And you know what? They'll respect you more for that. But that's just one thing I gotta stress is do not ride outside your comfort zones. I promise you, you'll get stuck in a situation and it won't be pretty. Another thing that I found true that really stresses the importance of riding in your comfort zone is all the crashes you see of people on twisties and stuff, and they take them too quickly, and then they panic, and before you know it, they take the turn too wide and they're in the other lane, and then either a car comes and hits them, or it just could be a potential bad situation for them if the traffic's coming the other way. I know there's a lot of young people who watch moto vloggers out there on YouTube, and this is mainly for them, or anyone really starting. But if you got to start out on a dirt bike and then work your way up to maybe a 250 and then maybe your way up to a 600, 1000, whatever. Whatever you do, whatever you start with, ease your way into it. It'll pay off in the long run when you're comfortable riding the bike instead of taking ballsy turns and shit that are just way out of your skill set. Ease your way into it, get comfortable with the bike. But you just hear so many stories nowadays of people trying to show off, pop wheelies in front of crowds in crowded places, taking turns way quicker than they should, and they just end up hurting themselves, racking up a nice hospital bill, wrecking their bike. It's just not a good story to hear, you know? You always feel bad when bikers go down and shit, unless you're being a dumbass like some of them are. Riding a motorcycle should be enjoyable because it's about you. It's about the experience you have on a bike. It's not about everyone else. It's not about trying to impress people, trying to show off and claim that you have a big dick when you got a fucking tic-tac dick. It's not about doing all that shit, you know? You don't need to be a big man on campus. Just enjoy riding, have fun with it. Because the more you try to show off, don't get me wrong, there's a time to like shit around and have fun and just be goons and shit and enjoy it. There's time for all that like play and stuff, but don't do it in crowded places. Be smart about it. Don't be like, do it out here on this shit. Don't be doing it in cities and shit, and it's just asking for you to get hurt and someone else to get hurt. Because most of those people, they're riding outside their limits and it just doesn't end well for them. Song sucks. I don't want country, I want rap. Some throwback Jay-Z. Why is that even on my phone? What? I would kill to go fishing there. Seriously, Run This Town, that's such an old song. I haven't listened to that since I was shitting myself in diapers. Seriously, I don't even know what year that was from though. That was probably from like, I don't know, 2010 maybe? Somewhere around there, I have no idea. The song was woefully average at best. I hate when tractors like go on main roads that are like really fucking busy and just hold everything up. Wow, that is run down. There's probably some crazy shit in there. Seriously, I feel like those are the types of places where like meth labs are run out of, and honestly they are. Listen to Sage the Gemini right now. Last time I listened to Sage the Gemini, I was at a Wiz Khalifa Mac Miller concert. Yeah, exactly. Shittier and shittier. Now, Wiz Khalifa's not bad, but Mac Miller, he's out of his prime, man. But anyway, I was at a concert with a few friends, and this guy offered this blunt to my friend that I was with. Well, all of us, and I said no, my other friend said no. But my one friend was like, fuck yeah. He hit that shit. Well, the guy laced it with codeine or cough syrup or one of the two. Oh my God, my friend was so fucked up. It was bad. It was really bad. I didn't care. I thought it was funny as shit. He was just fucking slumped in his chair the entire concert. I was laughing my ass off. I swiped my card and the screen went black. We'll try this again. Fuck that. I'm going to a new pump. Let's try this again. I feel bad. I hate taking up diesel pumps because there's usually only one of them, one or two. So, but I have no choice. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. He probably hit that like button, so did he, and so did he. They all probably hit the like button. So you should too. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications, stay updated with my channel, all that good jazz. On that note though, I'm signing off. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Oh, should I ask him to race? Should I ask him to race? Oh, he would have smoked me. He had at least 2 feet horsepower. Whatever you do to your car, guys, don't do that, because that's ugly. Wait till you guys see this shit. Look at them all.